My name's Hayley. I am the tech lead at She Codes Australia, so I am focused on getting more women and non-binary folk into tech. Today I'm talking to the students about what it means to be a programmer, so what that job actually looks like, as well as the overlap between programming and working in the education industry. The tech industry has a huge diversity problem in which it's just not diverse enough at all. And a lot of that is because of the stereotype exists of who is a programmer or who should be in tech. So I work really hard to try and break down those stereotypes by working with women and non-binary folk to show them that actually they can do this too, and this industry is for them. So the reason that I do this and the reason that I think this is really relevant is there is such a demand for programmers and people with technical skills, and there is just not enough people with those skills. And I'm seeing this, as someone who is a programmer, I'm seeing this just by the number of people who approach me asking, hey, do you want a job? So it just feels like there's a lot of opportunity here in this industry, and not enough is being done in the education industry to fuel it and build that pipeline. So I'm working hard to try and help fill that pipeline, basically. Part of my job is working with a lot of different technical people from a lot of different industries. So we get people in industry to come and mentor programs with us. So that just means that I end up interacting with a lot of people who do jobs that I never would have thought of. So I know people who work in biochemistry, but they use their programming skills to help them with their research. Or there's people who work in the resource industry and their whole job is they're data scientists trying to create meaning out of that data that's been collected from that industry. There's overlap with the medical industry, for me, the education industry, or environmental science, or there's just technology everywhere. If I could go back in time and talk to past Hayley about what she should do, I think I would actually give her the same advice that I could already give myself every day anyway, which is always to make decisions based on what makes you happy. I don't believe in staying in a job just because you should. I believe you should try out a new job or a new role or a new hobby or whatever because it makes you happy and you're interested in it, because ultimately you're only going to excel at the role that you love. So I love working as a programmer as well as in the education industry, and so I love my job now because I have picked the overlap between the two of them. So my advice to past Hayley is always just keep making decisions based on what makes you happy. The cool thing about the tech industry is on the one hand, there's no obvious pathway to get into tech, but on the other hand, I think that's kind of great. So if you want to get into tech and you know that this is something you want to do, then there's literally nothing stopping you from starting today. So, if there's a problem that you want to solve, why don't you just sit down and start solving it? Or if there's a game that you want to make or a website that you want to make or something, just do it. The cool thing about tech is all the answers are on the internet, and we have such an amazing community out there of people who are willing to help people new to our industry. All you've got to do is just put yourself out there and find them. So my advice to people looking to get into this industry is just start. There's really nothing getting in your way. As long as you've got an internet connection, you're good to go.